Many designers openly dislike Meghan Markle, and these are 10 reasons why they just can't stand her. Watch out for reason number 7, because it confirms the main reason designers want nothing to do with her. For anyone who loans Meghan Markle clothes or materials, you might as well say a permanent goodbye, because those items are allegedly not coming back. One major grievance among fashion designers is that Meghan Markle has been accused of holding on to loaned dresses far longer than agreed or not returning them at all. This has led to frustration and even financial losses for brands that lend pieces for photo shoots or events, expecting them to be returned promptly for resale or reuse. One high-profile case involved a $1,700 designer dress from a Variety magazine shoot. Her team claimed she kept it to protect it from creepy superfans. But that explanation was met with skepticism and anger within the fashion industry and further damaged her reputation. Beyond that, she has repeatedly been accused of taking loaned clothes and quietly making them her own. In clear terms, she has been accused of stealing. In 2022, she was given this dress to wear for a photo shoot. And basically the story is this. The New York Post, on its famous gossip page, page 6, reported, I believe yesterday, that she walked off with it. She just walked off with it. She was then confronted with people basically saying, as we say in Britain, did you nick that dress? Did you steal it? Did you steal it? Clothes and materials loaned for filming were reportedly never returned. Instead, they were treated as personal property, leaving those who loaned the items uncomfortable and frustrated. Why wouldn't designers hate this behavior? Who would risk lending their designs to someone with a reputation for sticky fingers? Clothing worn by members of the royal family and other public figures has been targeted for resale in the past, making this practice both common and precautionary. So basically, Meghan is saying, I hate my diehard fans who would want to buy something I wore. I mean, she's blaming the fans who would want to buy something she wore. Designers often criticize Meghan Markle for wearing their creations in ways that highlight poor tailoring. She wears clothes as if they were pulled straight from a laundry basket. A well-pressed outfit commands respect. Yet Meghan frequently appears in garments that are too big, too small, or perpetually wrinkled. These styling mishaps do more than ruin the look. They tarnish the brand's image once photos circulate globally. This rather bulky column dress, it looks a little intense. I feel like it doesn't fit her very well. And she's doing that again. Here's that aggressive slick back hairstyling. You can see how it makes her face. It's just less flattering to have that aggressive of a slick back hairstyle. It's also not always the best option if you have a particularly long face or a particularly round face. Designers who spend countless hours perfecting a piece are left embarrassed as Meghan brings out the worst in their work. Critics have pointed out that she often ignores expert alteration advice, resulting in outfits that resemble thrift store finds rather than high-end fashion. When Meghan wears your piece, she turns elegance into embarrassment. Her attendance at events connected to brands like Balenciaga, shortly after they were accused of predatory behavior, drew sharp criticism from designers and fans alike. By aligning herself with a widely criticized label, Meghan risked guilt by association. This has made other designers hesitant to work with her, out of fear their own brands could suffer similar reputational damage online. And here's just a fun backstory. Meghan went to the Balenciaga show in Paris, where the brand had recently apologized for inappropriate ads involving children holding teddy bears wearing bondage-style outfits. Predatory behavior, according to critics. There's Meghan Markle elbowing her way to the front row, and then, a few days later, she goes to New York to accept an award for protecting children. Again, I would say to you, make it make sense. As her relevance declined, Meghan appeared desperate to reclaim attention. One such attempt was her self-invited appearance at Balenciaga's Paris Fashion Week. This forced integration was widely described as awkward and unsuccessful. It's now been revealed that Meghan Markle actually invited herself to this Paris Fashion Week show earlier this month. According to the Balenciaga designer, she reached out directly and said she would love to attend the show. Her presence, however, felt unnatural, and she suffered yet another fashion failure. From her stiff, awkward walk to her visibly forced interactions, it was clear she did not belong in that space. Now look, it's not being received well, certainly not as well as she may have hoped. Some people are even labeling it a Zoolander walk. What are your thoughts? Designers reportedly felt secondhand embarrassment, especially as she awkwardly attempted greetings and social gestures. Rather than proving relevance, she only highlighted how disconnected she is from the fashion elite. A fashion designer's role is not just to create clothes, but also to recommend appropriate outfits for specific occasions. Meghan, however, appears deaf to professional advice and listens only to herself. From wearing ripped jeans during public appearances with Prince Harry to outfits deemed inappropriate for royal protocol, she has consistently ignored context. She has worn tight-fitting clothing while visibly pregnant and light-colored outfits that were see-through. These repeated missteps have made brands extremely cautious about lending her clothes, knowing her styling choices invite negative media scrutiny and public backlash. Critics argue that the so-called Meghan effect on fashion sales is a myth. Her constantly shifting style reveals a lack of identity and consistency. She doesn't stick to one signature look, and designers feel used as props in her ever-changing image. It's really difficult, when looking at these pictures, to even reconcile what's happening. This is a real ball gown, and it doesn't fit the setting at all. They're outside, walking on grass. It looks completely out of place against the backdrop. There is no loyalty, no continuity, and no long-term value. Designers question why they should partner with someone who abandons their work as soon as the next trend appears. Designers also hate being dragged into impossible comparison games. Yet Meghan frequently positions herself alongside Kate Middleton, Princess Diana, or Hollywood A-listers. After spending months perfecting a garment, designers watch helplessly as it's used to compete with legends. They resent being expected to recreate royal magic under entirely different circumstances, budgets, and constraints. This constant comparison makes working with her a nightmare. Meghan Markle is often described as stubborn and resistant to professional advice. Insiders claim she regularly overrides stylists and rejects expert input. This results in mismatched ensembles that fail to flatter or suit the occasion. Designers value collaboration, but Meghan's attitude has alienated many of them. Her refusal to function as part of a team undermines their expertise and damages brand prestige, breeding resentment across the industry. Royals typically engage in weeks of discussion, studying what is appropriate and what is not. But her behavior, viewed as inappropriate, creates consequences that ripple outward and reflect poorly on the royal family. With unlimited access to top-tier stylists and tailors, consistent fashion missteps suggest not incompetence, but a refusal to collaborate. Designers hate clients who refuse to listen, yet place the blame on the clothes. Fashion houses value repeat clients who evolve alongside the brand. Meghan, however, is known for jumping from one label to another with no sense of loyalty. She uses a fashion house today and abandons it tomorrow. Designers dislike investing their time and creative energy into someone who treats them as disposable. Fashion thrives on acknowledgement. Designers expect public credit, gratitude, and professionalism. There is a widespread perception that Meghan does not consistently praise or uplift the creatives behind her looks. In an industry built on exposure, silence is viewed as disrespect. Wearing a designer's work without offering credit damages relationships. Interviews and press narratives often focus on Meghan's style, not the people who created it. Designers noticed, and quietly, they pulled back. There you have it, 10 solid reasons why designers hate Meghan Markle. Which of these reasons stood out to you? Let us know in the comment section. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.